everyone, this is Tony from our Homestead Skills. Well, today Mark wanted to go out to Princess Auto, and I haven't been to Princess Auto in, years. So I asked him if he wanted some company and get out and about a bit today, someplace different, because I certainly wouldn't go to Princess Auto on my own. It's more of a place where you're looking for specific tools, and there's very little that I would want to buy there. But it was nice to be able to get out and see what they had to offer. Now, if you don't know who Princess Auto is, it's very similar to Harbor Freight. It's not the same. I think Harbor Freight in the U.S. is a much more organized. It's a different but similar market. A lot of Chinese products. But Mark was going for a specific tool, and he wanted to see if they had it. And, whether or not they did or not is neither here nor there as far as I was concerned. I was just spending some time doing something different. And so I took quite a number of pictures of some of the items that I saw there. There were interesting items. There was certainly not something that I could take back to down south, and I really can't use here. But there was wood splitters at a reasonable price. There was if you're a quilter, now that was the one thing that interested me because I did see it when I was there years back the last time. And, those great big green cutting mats, fabric cutting mats, they can be used for paper, they can be used for all kinds of things. But the cutting mats, they had a pile of them, and they still do. And the price for those is $18. And when I saw that, I went, whoa. I saw that product there in the past, but I no longer have need for a cutting mat. As a matter of fact, I just use mine as a protection for my oak desk, although the oak desk doesn't need protection. But I just lay it there, and I guess if I have to cut something on it, I do use it there. Now, the one that I have, I purchased from a quilt shop or fabric shop. I don't know if it was Fabricland, could have been. And I think I paid over $50 for this thing, and I think the last time I saw them at Fabricland, they were like $65 and change. So an $18 similar product is probably not the same. It could be not as the same quality, but for $18, $17.99, whatever it was, $18 is, I would go for the cheaper one. I hate to say it, but I would. Although the one I do have, I've had forever, and it's all good. But anyway, any quilter that is interested in a cutting mat at a good price, Princess Auto is one place to look for them. So they did have a lot of other interesting things, some farm things. We're not on land here, so it's useless to me here, unfortunately. And there was a number of other items that we probably could use down south, but there would be no point in buying them here. Anyway, it was an interesting day out. And other than that, I've spent the day getting caught up on all my laundry. Laundry is one of those things I hate doing here. But so got my laundry caught up, and also started to look around to see what I want to package up to take back down south, starting with mason jars. And I'm going to go through that process because I have pulled some aside specifically that I would like to discuss. Okay, so today I'm in the process of starting to dig through my home here and to determine what items I do want to bring down south. And one of them that I can't even buy here anymore, I can't buy down south at all, I don't think they ever sold them in the U.S., is this size mason jar. Now this is larger than a quart. This is my quart, and this is like a quart and a pint together. And of course this is my half gallon. So you can see that there is definitely a difference in size of those. And I did bring one down of these the last time I was there, and I found it absolutely perfect for fermenting. I don't like to use this size jar for fermenting pickles, although you can. But this size seemed to be great, whereas the quart I found was too small, too cumbersome to fill up, and you really couldn't get too many pickles in there. Whereas just this little extra larger size seemed to be absolutely perfect. You know, there are no instructions for processing these in either water bath or in pressure canned because of the size. So using them for storage was a great idea. Using them for fermenting is a great idea, but I've never used these for processing in any manner. So with fermenting, I like to use the plastic lids, so I will either purchase more or take the ones I have down there. You don't really want to use metal lids when you're fermenting because the salt in the ferment will corrode your metal lids. Now with that, I also have, that I purchased on sale because there was one missing, was these pickle pebbles. Pickle pebbles is what they're called, and they are glass lids for fermenting. So, and they are for the wide mouth, which is why I wanted them. So they would just sit on top once you've got your ferment in there. So I'll take these down with me as well. And yes, you don't have to use this. You can use the little tiny mason jars and just push everything down as long as it's the wide mouth. That is, but I'll take these down there with me to do my ferments. And yes, Mark, we tried buying pickles down there and we didn't like any of them. On the other hand, I have been fermenting my own pickles. I've been making my own homemade pickles for years and years and years, and they're more the kosher style fermented pickles as opposed to with vinegar and water, which I always found didn't hold up as firm as I would like to. I mean, some people manage to produce them and make them really wonderful and firm and crunchy. Mine, I always found, came out firm and crunchy if I fermented them. Now, I did find these 2 jars in my pantry, and they had these items in them. One jar had beans, and the other one had little potato chips that I dehydrated. And there was enough space, or there was enough that they fit into these jars perfectly without throwing anything out, which is nice. I would rather not have thrown anything out. So I will just be washing these jars, getting some more of these plastic lids, putting them aside, and packing up these jars, my pickle pebbles and lids as a start. I'll probably be taking down, 26. In the milk crates, I can fit 26 pint jars. So I'll probably be taking down 2 crates of pint jars. I'll also be taking at least a box of jam jars and perhaps a few other odds and ends. But these ones are very specific size that you can't buy here, you can't buy there. Most of the ones I purchased were at thrift shops. So a few of them are going with me. I do have some more here. I have plenty of them here. I've never counted how many I have, but I have more than enough, and these were just used for storage. So that can be, as I said, I can restore them in different size jars if necessary. Okay, so that's the beginnings of what I'm going to collect to take down south with me on our next trip. Mark is making his own pile and his own boxes, so we'll see how much we can take down. Unfortunately, we don't have to take a lot of clothing, but we take a suitcase each anyway. So that's it for now. Anyway, this is Tony from our Homestead Skills. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.